गौर धाम की भक्ति देवी की समावेता भक्त वृंद की जय निताय गौर परमानंद. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 5, and Text 8. So, please repeat. Yais, tattva-bhedair, adhiloka-nātho, lokān, alokān, saha, lokapālān, acīkḻpad, yatra sarva-sattva, nikāya-bhedo, dhikṛtaḥ, pratītaḥ, yas tattva-bhedair adhiloka-nātho, lokān, alokān, saha, lokapālān, acīkḻpad yatra sarva-sattva, nikāya-bhedo, dhikṛtaḥ, pratītaḥ, yais tattva-bhedair adhiloka-nātho, lokān, alokān, saha, lokapālān, acīkḻpad yatra sarva-sattva, nikāya-bhedo, dhikṛtaḥ, pratītaḥ, yais tattva-bhedair adhiloka-nātho, lokān, alokān, saha, lokapālān, acīkḻpad yatra sarva-sattva, nikāya-bhedo, dhikṛtaḥ, pratītaḥ, Mataji's? sarva-sattva. Dhikṛtaḥ, pratītaḥ. Yaiḥ, by whom? Tattva, truth. Bhedaiḥ, by differentiation. Adhiloka-nāthaḥ, the king of the kings. Lokān, planets. Alokān, planets of the lower region. Saha, along with. Lokapālān, respective kings. Acīkḻpad, plant. Yatra, wherein. He, certainly. Sarva, all. Sattva, existence. Nikāya, living entities. Bheda, difference. Adhikritaḥ, occupied. Pratītaḥ, it so appears. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. The Supreme King of all the kings has created different planets and places of habitation, where living entities are situated in terms of the mode of nature and work. And he has created their different kings and rulers. Purport. Lord Krishna is the chief king of all kings, and he has created different planets for all kinds of living entities. Even on this planet, there are different places of inhabitation by different types of men. There are places like deserts, islands, and valleys in mountainous countries, and in each of them there are different kinds of men born of different modes of nature according to their past deeds. There are people in the Arabian deserts and in the valleys of the Himalayan Mountains, and the inhabitants of these two places differ from one another, just as the inhabitants of the islands also differ from them. Similarly, there are also different planets. The planets below the earth, down to the Patala planet, are full of various kinds of living beings. No planet is vacant, as wrongly imagined by the modern so-called scientists. In Bhagavad-gītā we find it said by the Lord that the living entities are sarva-gata, or present in every sphere of life. So there is no doubt that on the other planets there are also inhabitants like us, sometimes with greater intelligence and greater opulence. The living conditions for those of greater intelligence are more luxurious than on this earth. There are also planets where no sunlight reaches, and there are living entities who must live there due to their past deeds. All such planets for living conditions are made by the Supreme Lord, and Vidura requested Maitreya to describe this for the sake of further enlightenment. Hare Krishna. So, here we see, Srila Prabhupada is actually explaining the discussion between Maitreya and Vidura. And he is explaining in the creation that there is a place for every living entity. Now, the living entities, as we know, as we define them, then some say only the human beings have the soul. That's what the Christians say, right? Some say that they evolve. Then we have species from animal side. We have species from the plants. So, but all these living entities have one thing in common, and that is that they have gotten a body according to their desire, their past activities, and according to their activities, then when they were leaving the previous body, they had some desire. So, based on that, then they get the opportunity to continue in what they wanted to do. This is actually not a punishment, as somebody may think. It's Krishna's showing affection to the living entity because that's what he wanted to do. So you want to do it? Okay, fine, do it. Here it is. Take this body. But it doesn't end there. He is with every living entity, and he is there as a Paramatma. And he is observing. Srila Prabhupada gives the example from the Upanishads, the two birds on the same tree. One is eating the fruits, and the other one doesn't eat. He is just watching. Then he is not affected, but it's the other bird making his desires to be fulfilled. Now the Paramatma, he sanctions. If it's something good, if it's something which we desire and we deserve it, something, it's for us, Krishna will sanction it as a Paramatma. That's not the problem. So, but sometimes he may not, because he sees, okay, this is not good for you. So he may not sanction it, it may not happen. But Krishna always sees actually what is our desire. And Krishna, he is always trying to make us understand what is the right desire. He knows that we have our conditioned mind based on our false ego. And because of that, then we think of ideas how to be happy, which is very natural for the soul. But we think about that we will be happy if we please our senses. And that's difficulty. That's a problem. Krishna knows that. The liberated souls, they know it. But the conditioned souls, they don't know it. Their argument would be, well, okay, no, you are teaching me that if I go to the spiritual world, then I will be eternally happy. What does it mean? Spiritual world. What is spiritual world? Krishna. Who is Krishna? I don't know. It's too abstract for me. I want to be happy. But yes, okay, I'm suffering over here in this material world. But I also enjoy. I get some bits and pieces of enjoyment here and there. And that's right now, it's available with me. The senses are there, I can always enjoy. I know I'll suffer, but I'll also enjoy. So this is, from the pragmatic point of view, this is something which is reasonable. Yes, okay, yes, material life, okay, I know that I will suffer, but I know that I will also enjoy. Better to stick to this than to get something which is too abstract. What if I give up the idea of enjoying in the material world? Then what's going to happen? I am here, I'm enjoying, I have some qualities, I have some friends, and they respect me. Right? Because I do some nonsense, then we have fun, no, they respect me for that. A thief, he is respected among thieves for the qualities of being a good thief. Right? Now, what if I give up on the idea that I should steal? What if I should become righteous? Then, very likely, my friends will not be my friends anymore. Who will respect me? Do I have assurance that somebody will respect me? That I will be more happy than I am now? Can somebody guarantee this? It's written somewhere, okay, somebody says that. But how do I trust those people? I have learned so many times. Don't trust people. Whenever I trust people, then they will betray me. So why should I trust you? So, thinking like that logically, it's better to stick what I have with the circle of friends I have and get at least something rather than just again being betrayed and get nothing. So then we are facing this problem. We don't know what is the spiritual world. We are okay with being here. We have accepted it's a suffering, but also it's enjoyment. Okay, that's enough for me. I am not too picky and choosy. Okay, that's enough. And we don't have desire to go farther. So we are here suffering. So now Krishna, he sees that. He wants to help us. But if we keep saying, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, do this, do this, how would we feel? How do you feel when your mother is constantly telling you, do this, don't do this? It's, you learn to be callous to it, and then you just don't care what people say. Like sometimes, when a small boy wants to go out to play, And maybe, like yesterday, no, storm comes, right? So after the storm, then kids want to go and play. They like the water, it cool down. So everything, no, it's like very pleasant. But because before that it was so hot, so let's go, just just in shorts and kind of like a gamsha, just go and play. And the mother knows. Well, if you go to play now, dress up, put something on, put some charar on, some t-shirt, something, because it's cold. You don't feel it now. It's pleasant, but you will get sick. And the kids say, no, I don't want. So mother will try, please do it, it's for your good. No, I don't want. You're always commanding me. So mother will say, okay, so go and play. The kid will go out, play, get wet, and eventually come back, coughing, getting sick. Then he may be in the bed for some time. And then what's going to happen? Well, depends. So if it's the first time, that I will suffer less. So Krishna, he takes any effort, any endeavor for us to realize that. To realize that we don't belong here. He creates the material world. For what? He doesn't need it. He is enjoying in the spiritual world, in the Vaikunthas, in the Goloka. What does he need this material world for? It's only for us. So he takes the effort to design that and to create it. He takes the effort to make it sure that the management of it works perfectly. He makes the creation happen. But he doesn't need it. He is Atmarama. We need it. And for what? So then we can just go and play, yes. But in the play, that we should understand that this is not the topmost. So he will let us play. He will let us realize that this is just, the material world is real, but actually the thinking of it that is permanent and this is the topmost is unreal. That's Maya. And through his Mahamaya potency, then he will guide us. You do something wrong, look, there is a punishment coming. You do something good, look, there is some benefits coming for you. So you start realizing that if I do good, I get good. If I don't do good, then unfortunately, then I have to suffer the consequences. So the living entity, the only thing which he can do is to desire. That's all. We don't have capacity for anything else. We are just a tiny little, 1/10,000 of a tip of the hair size. And we don't have control over anything. It doesn't belong to us here, anything. The room, the tree, what to speak about. But even the body, it doesn't belong to us. We have it, Krishna rented it to us. You wanted to enjoy? Okay, look, this is some nice vehicle that you can enjoy. But you better take care of the maintenance of the vehicle. Then it will help you, it will serve you. Now, externally and internally. So you follow the rules of how to use that vehicle, it will serve you a long time, and then you will get good benefits. You don't maintain, you don't care about it, then naturally it will not serve you so well. It won't last that long, and there will be a lot of suffering. Like a car, you get a car. If you take the car and you maintain it properly and you take care, it lasts a long time. And I mean, especially in India, you see, like, they don't care, right? No. So these cars, they just use it. Use it, abuse it. When it's, you always patch it up somehow, and when it's finished completely, just throw it away. Or make something else out of it, some jugaad, no? Whatever. You have to utilize every bit and piece. But if they would maintain it, it would last in the same condition for a very long time. So Krishna is teaching us. And we either listen or not. We should understand one very important point. And that is that Krishna, we have inherited from Krishna free will. That's why we desire. And with the free will, we can desire whatever we want. Who can stop you to imagine anything in your mind? You can think about anything you want. There's no way anybody can stop you. Now, thinking, feeling, and willing. So you decide not to do something. And it can be any nonsense. Now, of course, that your body has limits. So you cannot fulfill every desire, whatever you have, but you can desire anything. But you may desire, for example, okay, I imagine I'm like a bird. I fly. I mean, you can even get some ayahuasca for that, and some hallucinogens, some mushrooms you can take, and you can start thinking, I am a bird. And, well, okay, so let me try it. I'll jump off the roof, I'll fly. Now, unfortunately, our body is not meant to fly. But you can desire it. But if you execute it, then the consequences you may not like. So, you can desire whatever you want. That's up to you. But once you execute something, you do something, you have no control over the consequences which come to you. You are responsible. Every one of us is responsible for his actions. You say something, you do something, it brings consequences. And we are solely responsible for that. You cannot say, oh, somebody told me to say that, or somebody told me to do that. Then you were foolish to do it, but you take the consequences for that. That's why it's wiser if we educate ourselves and think, okay, if I do this activity, if I do this action, what are the possible reactions I can get? If I jump off the roof, what can happen? What's the chance that I will fly? What is the chance that I will fall? What is the chance, if I fall, what is the chance that I will kill myself or I will hurt myself? What is the chance that I will be unharmed? Now, study, educate yourself. So if you fall, no, if you jump off the roof, which is say 10 meters high, then no, to survive, you have minimal chances. So therefore, maybe it's not the best idea to try that. Okay, so I'll just give up that idea. So you don't execute that, you don't get the consequence. So if we are smart, then we educate ourselves. We should be very careful not to do things which Guru Sadhu Shastra says that are not good to do. And we should do things which they say that they are good. So this is on the pragmatic level. Okay, at least if I follow that, then I understand. Then at least I will suffer less. Then suffering less, getting more purified my consciousness, then I start thinking, wow, look, actually the Guru Sadhu Shastra, they're not so bad. They are right. Things work. So maybe I should trust them more. Maybe I should look into some association of devotees who know the Shastra, the Sadhu. Maybe, okay. So, to find a guru who can explain to me what is the good for me to do and what is not good for me to do. And slowly we develop trust. Then Guru, what he does? He engages on the devotional service. He says, okay, just chant the holy name and do deity worship, read Shastra, just do devotional activities. And while doing that, then associate with the devotees and understand that because of our conditioning, so many things will be coming up. So many things, so many anarthas will be showing up in our heart, and we will do so many mistakes, so much of nonsense will happen. But don't pay much attention to that. You focus on the devotional activities. But one thing you have to be very, very careful about. Don't commit namaparat. You may not immediately feel the consequence of committing namaparat, Vaishnavaparat. But as any activity, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he describes 4 activities. So anyway, as any activity, it creates the reaction and also the anartha in the heart. And if the anartha is there, it will strengthen the anartha. Anartha means unwanted. So activities which are not wanted. Now, these anarthas are actually what makes us conditioned. They make us behave certain way under certain circumstances, even we don't desire it. No. So, these anarthas, at the stage of anartha and everything, mostly they get removed. And we get control over our mind to the extent that we can become more steady, nishtha. But only some anarthas, those are the most gross anarthas. Anarthas from sinful activities, anarthas from the materialistic pious activities. Those get removed. Those are the gross anarthas, they are the dirty ones, they are the most prominent ones, but they are the easiest to get removed. the anarthas coming from Nāparat, they are very subtle. They are hiding there. We don't see them. We don't know that they exist. Until we get purified of all the other anarthas. And then we figure out, wow, it's serious. It's like, I give the example of, you may have like a dhoti. It's a white dhoti. It was white dhoti, and then it's extremely dirty. You just went in the dhoti during the storm, and you fell down, and it's muddy, it's dirty. So what do you see? You don't see really white dhoti. It's dirty. Everything is dirty. You don't care about it. So you decide, okay, I have to wash it. This is terrible. So you sit down and you start washing the dhoti. And yeah, sure, most of the mud, everything will go. You spend time and you feel so happy. Now I made it nice and white, shiny dhoti. You put it on. But then there are few spots. Few spots, they didn't go. Maybe there are from some pomegranate or something. They don't go. You try scrubbing. If you scrub more, you will make a hole. So you can cut it out if you want, but they don't go. You put the dhoti on. The dhoti is white. But there are the tiny spots, few of them. Somebody sees you, what will happen? Oh, nice. Oh, look, there is some spot. Immediately, the eyes will go, there is a spot. And the spot was there before, you didn't see it. It was all dirty. But now the dirt is clean, and the spot is visible. But the spot is tough. Subtle, but tough. So that's what the anarthas from Nāparat are. They're hiding there. We are so dirty that we don't notice them. But when we progress to ruchi, asakti, all these dirty anarthas are gone. Not easy to deal with. But then the anarthas from Nāparat, they become the prominent ones. And Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that those anarthas disappear only at the time when the devotee achieves prema. So we are going to be facing consequences for our stupidity that before we didn't know that we were committing Nāparat, Vaishnavaparat, and nothing happened, and we said, see, I'm immune. What I'm doing is for Krishna. Yukta Vairagya Prabhu, you're stupid. I'm just saying the truth. So, and see, nothing happened to me. See, I'm right. Krishna protects me. We are stupid. Thinking that everything goes. We didn't see, unless it's really serious, then we will not see the results immediately. But when we are purified and now we have taste for devotional service, we will want to go farther and faster. We cannot. And we may not know why. Obstacle. I give another example. Once we were going with the boys in Vrindavan, Parikrama. We came to Barsana. And there was one Brijbasi. Old man, older. And he was great soul. He had the service that he was cleaning every day the temple, Shriji temple. Such a fortunate person. So, and it was, the darshan was already going for a long time. There were not many people there. So we come there, with bags, sticks, kind of like a dirty, we are there taking darshan. And he comes to us. And he's saying, please, can you help me? What? Us helping you? In what? You are here, you are in Braj, you have the service, in Radharani temple, and you want help from us? Are you crazy or what? What is it? How could we help you? And he said, well, I have been here in Bhauma Vrindavan for 8 consecutive lifetimes. I cannot move forward. I don't know why. Please, can you help? I don't know. So now, please, I'm not saying that his cause was because of Namaparat. I am absolutely not saying that. He is a pure soul. What I'm saying, that if we do commit Namaparat now, we may be in the same situation later. Not now. Now we are so stupid that we don't care about it. But when we get purified, it will happen. If we follow Srila Prabhupada's teachings, then even this lifetime, or take another few lifetimes, maybe many lifetimes, whatever you want, your desire, your choice. But when it happens, these anarthas are there, and you develop taste for devotional service, they are still there. You develop steadiness, they are still there. When we hear about some devotees falling from Bhava platform, how can they fall? All the anarthas are gone, except Namaparat. So it's extremely foolish to not to acknowledge this and go on commit Vaishnava-parat or Namaparat in general. Why are we reading the 10 Namaparats every morning? Yeah, okay, I know, okay. Sleeping. Oh, we are stupid. No, we are this. No. Some making politics. Like a standard way of making management or doing management in ISKCON nowadays. Just politics. Yukta Vairagya. I'm doing it for Prabhupada. I'm doing it for my Guru. But you are going to face the consequences of whatever you do, whatever you say, any action. And plus, you get the benefit to keep the anartha. It's foolish. We should first of all stop committing any namaparat. We should be extremely afraid. We should develop bhayam. We should be abhaya, but we should develop bhayam. Extreme fear for committing namaparat. Then we can talk about that we are somewhat safe. Anything else really doesn't matter. Any other anarthas or any other thing doesn't really matter. I mean, somebody has some moral fall down, it doesn't really matter much. That gets purified. You punish, he follows the punishment, it will get purified. But in the process, please don't commit Vaishnava-parat. Don't criticize. It's very foolish. So, yeah, that's... Anyway, so yeah, all right. Here Srila Prabhupada also explains that how Krishna actually creates, and he creates for everybody. According to your desires, you have a place, and you can do whatever you want. And you do that, you develop desires, and then next lifetime you can go somewhere else, do something else. Krishna has the affection for us. He is going to help us in any circumstance. He has never bad feelings for us. He will never neglect us. He is Bhaktavatsala. So we can trust him. There's no fear in that. But we have to associate with devotees who know that, and then trusting them, then we can start trusting Krishna. Otherwise, Krishna is too abstract for us. But if in the process we commit naparat, then this progress will be slowed down, it will stop. It will definitely, we will face difficulties. Why to do that? Hare Krishna. Any questions? Yes. In the back there.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Thank you very much for this very enlightening class. I had 3 questions regarding whatever you have told. The first question was that, if I am not wrong, that anarthas are wrong tendencies. That comes out what we have done wrong. So that wrong tendencies are called anarthas, if I am not wrong. So as Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, there are 4 types of anarthas: sukratot, duskratot, bhakti-yut, and apratot. So how we can distinguish the wrong tendencies, like this is from duskratot and this is from aparadot, like how we can distinguish among the wrong tendencies, or what wrong tendencies we have it?
Actually, yeah, the anarthas, there are 4 kinds. Now, the anarthas come actually from 4 kinds of activities. So the activities which we perform, they create the anartha. Anartha is a papa bija. So that's the seed of the desire. Anartha means unwanted. It's a papa bija. Good activities create also seeds of desires, but there are good ones. We want that. But we don't want the unwanted ones. The anarthas are actually the cause of our conditioning. When you, like a seed, you can keep the seed in the bottle or somewhere for a very long time, nothing happens, right? But if you put the seed in the ground, put some water on the ground, like wet soil, it starts sprouting, growing. So the papa bija can be in our heart for a very long time, and you don't even notice it. A child, when being born, what does he know about sex? Right? Nothing. Innocent. But the anarthas are inside. When the body grows up, puberty, so he starts exploring, now the desires start manifesting based on his anarthas. So, and then he is going to explore it, he is going to fall for it, he is conditioned by it. See nice girl, he is going to be attracted. But Shukadeva Goswami, he is born naked, running, 16-year-old boy. Now he is running, seeing naked girls. He doesn't care about them. There is no papa bija. There is no anartha. He is not at all interested. So now the activities, sinful activities, pious activities, devotional activities, and then nāparat. Those are the 4 activities which create the anarthas. But the 3 activities, besides the nāparat, they disappear at the time of ruchi, asakti. They are gone, absolutely, completely gone. No traces. But not nāparat. It stays. It's there, deep-rooted. So we are being conditioned by activities from the anarthas, from nāparat at the time. Of course, it's not any like a gross engagement. We have desire for devotional activities, but we cannot progress further. So that's the problem. That's what we are facing, or we will be facing if we don't take care of it now. And Haridas Thakur, he speaks, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Harinam Chintamani. So Haridas Thakur, his teachings, right? He speaks about the nāparat very elaborately. And Vaishnava-parat, he speaks about if we do commit Vaishnava-parat, don't think that it will disappear. Don't leave it alone. Immediately go and then try to appease the devotee whom you know that you have offended. Don't leave it like that. Don't be foolish. And if you don't know or you don't have an option anymore, then fully surrender to the Lord and pray for forgiveness. How foolish you were committing nāparat. But you see, in the case of Ambarish Maharaj or Durvasa Muni, right? He's trying everything to escape Sudarshan. But nobody can help him. Not Brahma, not Shiva, not Vishnu can help him. It's his weapon, but I have no control over Sudarshan. I gave Sudarshan, I gave him instruction. If you see that some devotee is being offended, go and punish the offender. I didn't ask him to go. He went on his own. The only way how you can stop Sudarshan chasing you, you appease Ambarish Maharaj. Beg for forgiveness. But sometimes, you have some like unscrupulous people, and they may say, well, okay, I asked the devotee for forgiveness, and he didn't forgive me. But see, Vaishnavas, they should be forgiving. And since he didn't forgive me, he's not a Vaishnava. And he's not a Vaishnava, I didn't do any Vaishnava-parat, so I'm clean. So foolish sometimes we are. So foolish. And we suffer the consequences. Whatever you say, whatever you do, you cannot undo. You can try to repair it, but you cannot undo it. It doesn't exist. So we should be careful what we do, what we say, especially when we are in the Sangha of the Vaishnavas. You have 2 more questions?
Can I ask one more? Like in Bhagavatam, we see that there's an example of Bharat Maharaj who has reached to the stage of bhava. And that, as you say, that only aparadh can cause you fall down from the stage of bhava.
I didn't say that. I said that aparadh is one of the things. And I didn't say that a person could not move, could not progress farther from Bhama Vrindavan because of aparadh. I said, please don't think that that's what it is. Could have been other reasons. But what I'm saying, if somebody is committing Vaishnava aparadh, he will come to the same situation. Bharat Maharaj also, he didn't fall down because of now aparadh. In fact, there was some attachment. Maybe because Now, whatever it may be, I'm not going to judge him. But Krishna is giving us the example. But he made sure that Bharat Maharaja remembers what happened. So he, as a deer, he knows what he had done. He runs away from his mother. What happens to the small little deer when he runs away from his mother? He dies very soon. He gets eaten or dies of hunger or whatever. It's something, he knew that. Then, he's remembering Krishna. He gets a human body. So he gets born as a Brahmana. He knows what he had done. He knows what he had lost. What is he doing? He's very smart and intelligent. What is he doing? He's Jada. He plays to be an ignorant fool. He doesn't want to get involved in anything in this material world. By the mercy of Krishna. So he went through that. Will we have the mercy of Krishna in the situation that we are committing now parat, and with that we leave this body? Will we have the opportunity or the mercy of Krishna to remember what we have done? Maybe not. Maybe yes, I don't know. But Srila Prabhupada is giving us the opportunity to end this suffering in one lifetime. And if we take it seriously, we can do it. Do we want to do it? Or do we care about it? Or I don't know. It's individual. Many devotees say, oh, well, okay, I have got second initiation. I have made it. People call me, Prabhu, so I am fine. I can just continue being like that. I don't need to progress further. I have gotten enough what I wanted. And if you leave this body with this idea, maybe you will not get the same mercy as Ajamil got. Maybe you will go and then you will have to take another body. But before that, because of doing so many pious activities, devotional activities, you go to heavenly planets. And probably for a very long time. Minimum tens of thousands of years, hundreds of millions of years. And when that piety is exhausted, you come back here. But how much longer is this movement of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu going to last? 9,500 years. That's quite nothing. So, when we come back, maybe we will end up in some Satya Yuga, which is fine. But you can achieve Vishnu, Narayan by meditation. Okay, you will know all that. But we may not come to know again about Swami Krishna, Vrindavan Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In 1,000 Mahayugas, Swami Krishna and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appears only once. So that's in 4.5 billion of years, it happens only once for 10,000 years. It's risky. So it's better to take it seriously now, till we can. Hare Krishna. Okay. So last question, Mataji.
Thank you, Maharaj, for an extremely sobering class about repeated births if we do not work on our anarthas, like that devotee in Vrindavan who is stuck for 8 lifetimes and is unable to make progress. you also mentioned that if we do not take care to weed out the anarthas, we'll have to face similar consequences. So I want to thank you because we don't talk about these things. We talk high philosophy, and what about sadachar? What about Vaishnava etiquette? What about showing respect for others? What about becoming humble and meek? We don't talk about these things. We talk about projects, book distribution scores, temple openings, but what about Vaishnava relationships? So I'm very thankful that you have brought out that Krishna is watching everything. How I behave with others is not going unnoticed by Krishna. Even if others don't notice, Krishna is noticing. Thank you.
Right. Hare Krishna. Jai Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Jai Nitai Gaur Pramananda.